Am I really going full neck beard when I'm talking about idols? That feels better. Look at this. So what's up, everyone? Welcome to the one lyrical deck that I wanted to talk about for the last few months. Whenever they posted the original picture of the lyrical set for Red Lines. And that's the Gorgon Girl that literally has a bag on her head so she doesn't just turn everyone to stone automatically. Siana. If you guys want to hear me talk about more mermaids, make sure you check out the vid up there. But let's jump over to the Facebook translations before this bag slips anymore. Yeah, we're done with that. So today's translations are coming from Concave Gaming over there, and I'll see you later. Starter. Literally any starter. Look at the bag. Look at the snack. And the other snack. And the other snack. There's so much snack. Moving on to the grade 1 where she has a different bag on. Are these all gonna be different? Where she has 2 skills. First of all, at the end of a battle, this is attacked by a rear guard. If no guards were put into the guard during that battle, your opponent chooses the card from the hand and discards it. If they didn't, they bind the rear guard that attacked. So, Gorgon Girl's gonna stun. If they try to hit her with the rear guard, you punish them by binding it, or make them discard a card. Either way, you get the plus off it. Then, when rode upon by another Siana, Soul Blast 1, draw a card, and your opponent returns all their front row rear guards to their hand. I'm not sure how much your opponent's gonna commit turn 1, unless you're playing against like a rush deck specifically, but that's a really good counter, and you draw a card for free. So either way, you neutralize off your discard for Ride Line. That's a free plus. Grade 2, perfectly prepared to deal with the heat with a slightly happier mask, and some ice cream, and some happier snack. There's the Heart Snake, who has a very similar skill to the grade 1 in that in the end of the battle that this is attacked by a rear guard. If no cards were put into guard during that battle, you choose a card to discard. If they don't, bind that rear guard. Once again, stunning beauty. Oh god, I'm literally just gonna call it that. Gorgon Girl's gonna stun. And when it's rated upon by grade 3 Siana, choose a trigger or blitz from your drop zone, add it to your hand. Odd choice of cards to put back in hands. Wink. Alright, let's talk about the main attraction. Freaking Frankenstein mask! Oh, that's adorable. This is literally the art that I fell in love with because just, Gorgon Girl with bag on her head. Look at all this neck. Gorgon Eyes Siana. First skill, if your opponent has 2 less rear guards in total in the front row or guard circle, it's crypt +1, drive, check. That's weird phrasing. Very interesting. I actually want to see a ruling on this word specifically. If you think about it, you could declare attack, you'll activate, then your opponent guards with more than 2 cards. Skill deactivates, I guess, you lose a drive check. So that's pretty interesting, but once again, like right there alone, you have a decent stun. You're discarding cards from their hand constantly with this deck. And if they have empty field, you are apparently punishing them. Then, we're going to skip this one for a second because tell me if you heard this before. At the end of this battle that this unit is attacked, if no cards are put into guard circle for that battle, your opponent chooses a card from their hand and discards it. If they don't, it goes bye-bye. Bind the rear guard. That's the word I was looking for. Are you sensing a pattern? Then finally, the girl has one more skill that I did skip over. When this card is attacked, this is important, is attacked. When I first read it, I thought it said when it attacks. You're going to put a trigger unit from your hand into Soul, and this unit gets +15 during battle. So, any trigger unit, shove it in Soul, 28k booty, and it's going to help a lot for everyone's favorite skill to bind their cards if they don't hit. Because of this, I kind of want to say that this deck maxes out draw triggers. The 5k, 10k shield usually doesn't do much on its own, but that converts into a +15 by going into Soul. I'm not sure what you Soul last yet, but build up big Soul. God, is this Dark State? You just make giant Soul with Dark State. So in total, we're looking at a very defensive deck right here that punishes your opponent for playing cards and punishes them for not playing cards. But of course, the boss doesn't make the deck itself. So let's take a look at some support. Grade 2. This is Utopia. I highlighted the wrong words. Norwich. What's the attacks of Vanguard? If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Siana in its name, Soul Blast 1, return all of your opponent's front row rear guards to their hand, and this is going to get +5 until end of battle. So basically, on attack, you're going to Soul Blast 1, there's use for Soul, and bounce their field back to the hands, thus giving Siana the ability to get her crit and drive check. And of course, 18Ks. Okay, I guess. Hey look, she also got Jack-O-Lantern. They twins. Then moving on to what's probably the best card in the set? The Wonderful Wand, the Power. She's a bunny girl. She's a bunny girl or mouse girl? I think it's like chinchilla or something. What's placed on rear guard? Choose one of your opponent's front row rear guards and return it to their hand. This Luna is pretty good. In fact, that's a free ability to spin anything back and start the girl up. However, I'm gonna go to the TCG player. By the way, check out my page on TCG Player because we got those deals and it's a great way to help support the channel. Let me type this up. Disc check. right here. When placed on Guardian, choose one grade 1 or greater from hand, call it to rearguard. If you call the card, it's plus 10. So it's 25k shield, premium format. I honestly haven't touched premium in a while, but you see the important part, you read it up until this line, which says choose up to grade 1 greater, call it to rearguard. This, remember this? When placed on rearguard, choose one of your opponent's rearguards and you do a bouncy bounce. This combo gives you a pseudo Denial Griffin and a Bermuda Triangle deck. So pick these up now. I think she's like 50 cents on TCG, but pick these up now if you play Bermuda at all. Honestly, like, do I build Premium Siana? Then moving on to her other effect, because she has another one. In your grade 3 or greater with Siana attacks or is attacked, put this to soul, choose one of your Vanguards, gets plus 10 till end of battle. So, you can use this either offensively to give Siana more power, or defensively, turn Siana into 23k for free, goes to soul, and you can proc the girl, you can stun the thing maybe. So yeah, the Rabbit Girl, or Chinchilla, or whatever it is, it's good. Dude, look at this, this is my favorite part now, this little pumpkin cane. Then moving on to Pumpkin Hat with Pumpkin Cat, we got Lavish Runner Yuna, who says once per turn, if you have a Siana, or you can Soul Blast one. Once you get Soul Blast, choose one of your opponent's front row rear guards, bounce to the hand. If you Soul Blast a trade for this cost, choose one of your Vanguards, and that unit and this unit get plus 10 until end of turn. So another card that lets you Soul Blast outside of this girl, and basically she's going to become a 20k attacker that spins a card, gives Siana plus 10, turning her to 23, you just Soul Blast trigger, which you're basically putting into the thing anyways. Shut up. It's good. It's the cat girl, I guess. I don't know. Then the final card, who just has a tiny pumpkin hat and a pumpkin and a pumpkin. She has so many pumpkins. We got the Jacko Parade. I guess that makes sense. She's a jack-o'-lantern girl with all the jack-o'-lanterns. Teredaeus, she will eat us. 2 skills on the girl. First of all, when placed on rearguard, choose one of your opponent's rearguards and bounce it. Does it sound familiar? Actually, does that cue up the same thing? Choose one of your rearguards. Dude! He's all dude. Dude! Literally Premium Siana, like, find a way to cycle these Citrons back. You can just continuously Denial Griffin them with these 3 cards. Then her other skill, when she attacks the Vanguard, if you're Siana or whatever, Counterblast 1, give this plus 5 until the end of the battle for each of your opponent's front row circles. If 10k or more, draw a card. This is kind of sick. So she's basically going to be your plus engine in the fact that not only is she going to spin a card like all the rest of the girls do, but for Counterblast 1, which I don't think anything else is really doing in this deck. Yeah, she's the only Counterblaster. Then she's going to be able to get potentially plus 10, draw you a card, and even if not, look at this grade right here. The fact that it does not say grade 3 Siana, she just wants you to be a Siana. So you can do this as early as turn 2 when your opponent's probably not playing field, once again, unless they're playing a rush deck, and effectively you have a 20k that lets you draw a card. That's insane. I don't know how my camera just turned upside down, but I'm down with it. So in general, Siana looks to be a deck that punishes your opponent for attacking them, punches them for not attacking, and has the potential to discard a lot of cards if they don't want to have their stuff bound. In general, I think I'm very happy with this. Okay, now we're actually done with it. So what do you guys think of the Gorgon Idol? Or any of the other decks in this set? I know I've already talked about Liver Towers, and I should care about Powerful Girls because it's basically Soul Switch. But let's be real, I decided at the beginning, we care about the bad girl. We're playing the bad girl. We like the stun. And we're not going to talk about her LSR because it is the biggest L that Bushiroad has ever given us. End of story. If you guys want to see a deck vid on this in the future, be sure to drop a nice little like and subscribe. I got plenty of Cardfight content in the future. Still got a handful of Set 11 decks to build, some openings, and plenty of other stuff planned for whenever happens after that. And of course, if you want to help support this channel so I can afford these cards, be sure to check out Raise Energy at repsports.com. Use my code SKYWARS to save 15% on all of your energy drink orders there. Or, check out TCG Player, because I sell cards. Until next time, I've got to find a new bag. So always embrace the infinite. I don't know if you guys saw in the background of this one, we got Best Poke Idol. I think she's an idol, yeah, she is. We got Best Idol Girl from Vanguard so far. And of course, the idol to Volcanu. Go visit Lost Island right now. Or next season, exclusive season. Go visit Lost Island.